essentially, it's like a pyramid. Producer on top, and then everybody else kind of fills in below it. So that's production. Okay. You also have exhibition. An exhibition are people who buy films, who rent them, who use them as if you would use any other kind of a good. Then you also have the government aspect of it, and that would be funding bodies and so on like that. And I'm not even touching on advertising agencies. I'm thinking more that this is cinema and not necessarily television, but TV does kind of fall in there.
So if I was to make a movie, how many people behind the scenes will put this all together? Seems like it's a lot of work. It involves lots of people.
It is a lot of work. Let's throw back here. How many people do you need to make a film?
It can reach more than like 50 or what, depends on the budget.
Right. Okay. And that doesn't include the talents.
Yeah, I mean, it's so the largest film industry in the world is Bollywood, and
not Hollywood.
No, not Hollywood. Routinely 150 people on set, and that's not necessarily counting the actors. That's people who are working. You can have a crew of one. You can work, but those are more experimental, smaller type films. But what we're teaching the students here is it's best to work with a crew. Everyone has a specified job, and then they perform to the best of their ability in that job to deliver a quality product.
And it's not cheap. How much does it cost, to make the most basic film that you can put on the cinema?
So yeah, okay, to go cinema is considerably more expensive because there's so many more channels you have to go through.
Right.
You can't just shoot on your phone and then send it to the cinema. It has to go through a number of steps, including making it into a digital cinema pack, which is what is required to play digitally in the cinema. Also, the optics aren't right with the phone and so on like that. So you have to actually upgrade to cameras. But a safe rule of thumb in Brunei, if you are going to make a film that you want to play in the cinema, you need to invest at least $1,000 per minute that you plan to be on screen. So if you want 5 minutes of screen time in the cinema, you should probably plan on $5,000. $5,000 should include fees for the director, scriptwriter, DOP, all the way down to the exhibition and marketing. Now, I understand you can say, okay, I don't want any of that. I just want myself to put it out there. There's still costs involved, regardless of it. It is a very much an expensive industry. YouTube, however, is changing that. And so you can shoot simply on your phone, buy a couple of LED lights, and I mean, you could make a 3-hour product for $30, but it's going to look like $30.